Okay, here are red flags from my last relationship that I ignored, that I regret ignoring. Oops. Early on in our relationship, I posted this on my Insta story, and he got upset and told me that he thought I was an angel and he didn't want to date a girl that posted pictures of herself like this. And I was like, wait, that's actually perfect because I don't want to date a guy that controls my social media. He said, fine, he's willing to put up with it. And I was like, thank you so much. That is so cool of you, seriously, thanks. Then a couple months later, I posted this picture and he blocked me. For 2 weeks, he blocked me on everything. And I didn't know if I had a boyfriend or not because I was blocked. He couldn't handle hearing any other guys' names. Like, he wanted to live in a world where I had no exes and where basically he was the only guy I had ever met in my entire life, ever. Really early on in our talking stage, he needed me to be exclusive to him. And I was like, wait, so are neither of us seeing other people then? And he was like, no, you are not seeing other people then. Just you. Just you. His explanation was he needed to have girls on the side because there was no way I wasn't cheating on him. In his eyes, I was definitely cheating on him, even though I had no time because we fought every 5 minutes. The fact that this guy could keep a job astounds me because dating him alone was like a full-time job. And then I found out that he had 2,000 other girlfriends on the side. I can't even imagine the hours that this guy put in. He posts constantly on social media, and when I met him, I stalked him, and there was a lot of like content about how girls are so shallow and all they want are like guys to pay for them and stuff. I was like, is that a relevant problem for you? Like, what scenario are you talking about? Sorry. Really early on, there was like an intense neediness, and at first I loved it. I was like, maybe I am awesome, but then it turned into like almost obsession. Like, he would monitor my following counts, who's liking my pictures, who's commenting on my things. One time in the middle of the night, I woke up to a long email saying that he had to block me on everything and leave me because in 2019, I liked my ex's picture when we had broken up in 2017, which means that 2 years after we broke up, I wanted to get back together with him, you know? He basically convinced me that I was a problem and a bad person, just in general. But it's not my fault. It's everyone around me's fault, including my closest friends and family. And I really believed him at one point. Like, I started going home for oh my God, I went home for Christmas and I was like, Mom, you suck. He told me his ex-girlfriend punched him in the face. And at the time I was like, she sounds crazy. And I'm like, is there a video? I'm just wondering. In his eyes, I was either an absolute angel on this earth that is gracing him with my presence, or I was the devil. I was all bad, I was all good. Sometimes when we were in really bad fights, he would like leave snarky comments on my posts. And one time a 12-year-old was like, leave Becca alone. And he was like, I'm Becca's boyfriend. And she was like, Becca would never date you. I should have listened to that 12-year-old. So yeah.
I mean, let's get straight into it. If your significant other vocalizes their concerns about certain things, what should you do? If it was up to me, I would take it into consideration. Now, I'm not siding with that guy saying that, I don't want to be with somebody who takes pictures like this, because he has every right to his opinion. But what he also needs to take into consideration is the boundary that his girlfriend set at the time, stating that she doesn't want to be with a guy who wants to regulate her social medias. So here we are, we have two conflicts of a relationship. It's the I'm right, no, I'm right situation that's going on. Nobody wins in a relationship like that because now it's like tit for tat. You guys start to become competitive rather than partners of understanding. I mean, when she mentioned that he was like saying that, oh, I thought that you were this angel that I painted in my head. I mean, the reality of it was that he was believing his own lie rather than the reality and the truth of the circumstances. The fact that if she ever mentioned a man's name and then him getting a reaction out of it definitely shows his insecurities for sure. The fact that he wanted only you to be exclusive is a major red flag. Listen, if I'm intimate with you and I say that you're special to me, then we need to come up with an agreement of what this is rather than to assume, because then when you assume, it makes an ass out of you and me. But best believe, if I say I like you and you like me, oh yeah, there is no other extra stuff. You can say goodbye to all your other people. It's just gonna be us. Because when I'm in, I'm in. But the fact that he said that only you can stop talking to guys while I'm gonna continue talking to girls, yeah, that's a no. Bye-bye. This man, no shape or form, was ready to be in a relationship, let alone try to lead in one. It's giving little boy vibes. No doubt in my mind. The fact that he had needy issues shows an underlying childhood trauma that was never solved. What's your guys' thoughts about this?